To make an origami duck, you will need a piece of square paper. If you don't have a square paper, you can also take a sheet of rectangle paper and fold the largest triangle possible from it. With this extra part of rectangle, you want to cut it off in order to create your square. So something like this. To make your duck, first you want to fold your paper in half into a triangle. You really want to make sure your corners are lining up, and then make a nice tight crease. I like to use the back of my fingernail to give it some pressure. Unfold your paper, and let's fold your paper in half again, this time making a rectangle. Make sure your edges are lined up before you crease it, making a nice crisp crease. Unfold your paper. Next, let's find a corner that doesn't have a crease line. So it could be this one or this one. If you're using this one here, look for the smaller triangle within the larger triangle. So the smaller triangle is on this side. So we'll be using this corner and this corner to create another triangle by bringing this corner to meet this last crease line that we just made, like so. If you're using this other corner, because the smaller triangle is right here, that's the corner we want to use with this corner, then we'll bring this corner down to meet this line here, creating a triangle that way. So the corner is touching that crease line. And you really want to make sure this corner here is nice and pointy, because that's where the beak of the duck is going to be. So give it a nice tight crease. Unfold your paper. Now, using this last crease that we just made, we'll be bring this edge to meet this crease line here. So same thing like earlier, making sure this corner is nice and pointy before you crease it. And unfold your paper. Next, we'll be using these last two crease lines that we just made and create two more triangles by bringing this edge to meet this line here. So same things like earlier, making sure this corner stays nice and pointy. Line up your edge to meet the crease line before you crease your paper. So same thing on the other side. Make sure line up this edge with this crease line here. Making sure the corner stays pointy, and crease your paper. Then we want to fold these triangles in towards the center line. Almost look like making a paper airplane. Then you want to turn this vertically and fold it in half, making the two corners meet before making a crease line. Using this last crease line that we just made, you want to bring this corner to meet this center point here by folding it in again. And this crease is very important, so really you want to make sure this crease line is nice and firm before you unfold your paper. Next, put one thumb on this last crease line that we just made, and the other thumb will go under this triangle, creating a pocket. You will be folding this down and bringing this pocket out, really making sure that this pointy part is still meeting the center line, and your pocket is lining up with the edge of your paper. I'm going to bring this out a little bit, just a tiny bit. There we go. So same thing on the other side. Thumb on the crease line, other thumb underneath to make that pocket before bringing it out. So it'll look like this. Now you want to turn around just about 1/4 inch above this crease line here. We'll be creating another crease line by bringing this whole shape back. Make sure your center line is lining up with the center line here before you crease it. Then we'll fold this whole thing in half. Does it look like a duck yet? Next, we'll be bringing the neck up. So you can decide how far up you want the neck to go. I kind of like it when the neck is closer to the body. So I'm going to crease it here. And we'll also bring the head up. You can decide where your duck will be looking at, maybe in the sky or maybe straight up. So maybe something like this, and then crease it. Next, you want to bring the beak towards the back of the head and fold it. Make a nice tight crease. Leaving it like this, we want to make another crease line right under the edge that we just created by bringing this part out. Make another tight crease right there. Then you want to unfold this, going in from the inside. Using the first crease line, you want to push this down and bring it out using the second crease line. Now you have a beak. We'll be doing something similar with the tail by bringing the tail down past the body a little bit. Crease it. We're going to bring it up, leaving this crease, this fold here. Create a second crease by bringing this triangle up and crease it. Then we're gonna pull this out, going in from the inside. Push down this whole diamond shape using the first crease. Bring it out using the second crease. And now your duck is complete with the tail.